Well, I was a little girl. I was probably at the age of 11 years old, and I used to live in a block of flats. And I had this friend who was into heavy metal, and he used to play this guitar really cool. And we would go out, and everyone played balls and games and everything. I'd sit with him and listen to him play guitar. And in the one year, I said to my dad, "Oh, can you get me a guitar?" And he's like, "Okay, all right." So we put money together from my pocket money, and my dad helped me get my first guitar. And from there I learned everything that he played. I played, my first song was Nirvana, Come As You Are, and he would play the Pixies with me, and he would play the lead part, and I'll be strumming, and we'd have so much fun with it. And then I would kind of take the guitar home and sit in my bed and learn these songs, and House of the Rising Sun and things like that. I'd sit in the corner of my bed and get my dad, come listen, listen. I learned a new song, and I would play, and I was more focused on my playing than my singing. I didn't know it was about singing and all that then. And then carried on playing more songs. My dad was like, "Oh, you know what, Carmen, you should really go for singing lessons." I was like, "No, Dad, I'm a horse riding girl. I just want to do this for fun, you know." "Dad, send me for more horse riding lessons." "Yes." And I was playing more and more, and as the years went on, my dad used to push and push and push and say, "Carmen, you need to go for singing lessons. I'll pay. Come on." He always believed in me with my voice. I put my guitar down. I carried on being a teenager, lived life, rode horses, taught with horse riding for most of my life, and for the last, I could say comfortably 5 years, I have been singing professionally now. So when I was 5 years ago, I had my uncle's birthday party, and I played Happy Birthday on guitar for him and sang. And one of his side of family friends said to me, "Have you ever considered singing in a band?" So I was like, no. He said, "You should go start to have singing lessons and do some music and stuff." I was like, "Okay." And he's like, and he wouldn't stop. About 2 years, this guy pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. And I said, finally, "You know what, you're irritating me. I'll do it." Okay, so I did it. I went to sing lessons with, we didn't know where to go. We didn't know anybody in the music industry at all. And thought the first thing to do would be going to a teacher at the university. So I went to Mark Popard, and he was the lecturer of the opera singing. So I was like, okay. So I went to him, and I learned how to technically throw sound around, how to place it, how to open your mouth properly, where to put your high notes, where to put your low notes, your chest voice, and all your breathing exercises. And I had this one chair that you had to sit back on, like, just to open up more. And I was like, "How are you supposed to sing like that?" And he'd play piano, and I would sing notes, and he's like, "You should actually try opera." And I was like, my mom said the same, because it comes to me quite naturally, opera sound. So anyway, from there, I got auditioned for a school called Reach for the Stars, and they did a lot of more performance and stage work and stuff, but for fun. And we'd sing a lot of track work, and I would go there every week for a lesson, and I loved the two ladies to death. And eventually they decided they're going to do end of the year show, and it's at the barnyard. So I was like, "Wow, this is so cool, and this is going to be fun. Okay, well, what do you want to sing?" And I love, I've got this big personality as well, so I can sing very sensitive, soft, emotional songs, but yet I've got this big, voluptuous side of me that just wants to come out. So I sang "When You're Good to Mama" by the Chicago movie, and I remember I said to my mom and dad, "I've got this idea for this dress." So I made these little pieces of material and made them, all of us, for like 2 weeks, fray every piece of material to a certain point, and we pinched it, and we made like this big huge black dress with this corset, and I had this bow, this huge feather bow around me, and we came out on stage, and I forgot the words. I was like, I'm like, don't, I just acted the whole thing out. And I was like, shame. And with all of that, my dad was extremely sick with cancer, and he actually got permission from the doctor to come and watch my first only performance he ever saw was that. And I gave it my all, and I loved every minute of it. And I did remember the words as it was coming out of my mouth. I was like, "Right, there it is." And yeah, it's such a good time. And yeah, my dad was there, that means everything to me. But ended up being that they were judging this competition. It was a competition. I didn't even know. And I won the competition, the best overall performance. And I was like, what? That is so cool. I didn't even realize it. I was having so much fun. And learning what backstage was the first time I'd ever been backstage and at the barnyard. And it was huge for me. And this was cool. And that's when I realized I want more. The bug is bitten. And
you see my goosebumps.
And I just thought, you know what, my personality backstage was just still as it is today. It was motivating the other kids and making sure that everyone was okay and don't worry, you're gonna be fine. And here's me going, I forgot my words, okie dokie, anyway. Here we go. And I just thought, you know what, I'm not gonna change who I am, and I want to encourage people to live their dreams, because if I can do it, they can do it. And going from there, I met the same guy that pushed me to get singing with my uncle's birthday party. He approached me and he's like, have you ever written music? And I was like, well, not really. But yes, but funny stuff when I was a kid. Like, one day when I'm all grown up and people are not going to judge me enough, I'll play Donkey for you. It's so funny. So I we all got together and he met this other girl, and she was also a vocalist and songwriter, and we wrote a couple of songs together. We had a producer at that time that he met for us, and we just recorded, and we came together with the album, and it just ended there. It didn't go anywhere. It was a bit sad, but from my side, I just wanted more. I'm like, I've got to have more of this. There's something inside of me. I've got to get something out. And then I met Mr. Awesome Mark over here. We met, we had a chat the one day, and he's like, well, where do you see yourself going? I'm like, well, this, and he goes, okay, what do you want to do? I'm like, I want to write, I want to get my message out there. There's so many people that have gone through what I've been through that just need someone like Adele. She's helped me get through stuff. I want to be just kind of pass the buck, help people. And there's also something inside I've got to get out. So I met Mark, and he told me he can help me with that, and I was like, ooh, I can trust now. So I had to drop all the walls down, and Mark was there to pick up all the pieces and get a lot of the inside stuff in my head out, which really helped. I mean, it took 6 months for us to break down all the emotions and get all the feelings out of my past experiences and relationships and not feeling good enough. And there's a song that's still going to come out, it's called Enough, and because you are enough, and that is enough, so and then from there we wrote and we recorded. We pushed 4 songs of ours that has done very well, going through performing all over the place, and even overseas in New York with our song, and winning at the singer-songwriter division. That was really cool, eh? And and being acknowledged and for that, and it's a song that I won. It's my most important thing in the world, for people to not be anybody else but yourself. So believe in yourself, and that's enough. That's all you need. You don't need anything else, and enjoy what you do. That's really. And sitting here today, it's just so exciting what's to come. There's so many more steps that I need to do, so many more things that I can still do and still create. And the whole aim of the game is to never give up. Just keep pushing, because you're worth it.